What's up, everyone? Just let time come on down. Happy Catterday to all my cat friends, and happy Saturday to everyone else. Where are you at? Drop in. If you're on a replay, that's cool too. Just drop it in when you check it out. That's what Facebook Live's so cool for. And we are in my humble abode, man. This can literally be done out of your home. Which is cool. All right, guys. So happy Saturday once again. Happy Saturday. This is Dan over at TattooXyng. And whenever you're checking this out, because of course we'll post it to the YouTube page as well as the Facebook page. Whenever you're checking it out, I appreciate you taking the time. I mean, time is valuable. We only have 168 hours a week of it. And what we do with it is pretty doggone important. And if I did my job right after a long time in corporate and marketing in general, you're in the age, 40s to 50s that it's happening, isn't it? How the hell did it happen is the question I got. But it is what it is. And so today what we're going to do is I'm going to try to give you guys a great, clear indication. You somehow came to our page, you liked our page, it attracted you some way, whether it be the tattoos or whether it be just the vibe of what you saw on that thing. And I'm just going to try to introduce you, give you a little background on ourselves and what we're trying to do. And if it fits, it's something that, hey, this kind of resonates with me, the only thing we can do is have a conversation. And that's what it's all about, is having a conversation. So my name again is Dan. I am from the city of Chicago, originally South Side, Midway Airport area. I don't have an accent. You're just not hearing it clearly. And it takes everybody back to the Bears of the 80s, right? And just grew up in the city of Chicago. So there's no suburbs here. There is no, it's city. And just blue collar, man, just always scraping, and got into marketing really young, man. I started in the radio game. The good Lord blessed me with this voice, and I started in the radio game on the north side of Chicago, fresh out of high school. And my marketing career, I learned how to do offline marketing with radio and TV ads and print pretty much right away. Got into financial services, and that's where you'll notice my mentor Troy, our team lead. And if I could push back a little bit, Troy's father, Troy was going to join us today, and his father is ill in a hospital down in Peoria. So prayers for him, and good vibes for him. If you could send those his way, we always appreciate it, But got into the insurance game, learned how to do financial stuff, learned how to take it, learn the tax codes. And that's one thing. If you watch some of the greats, they talk about network marketing is phenomenal to allow you to bring home more money from your job. And we teach that here. We teach 5 things to thrive: your income, your overtime, or your significant other's income, a network marketing business, hopefully ours, and then your 401k and your real estate investments. That's what we do teach here at TattooXyng. And always been in the sales and marketing. I got into tattoos, always been tattooed. I've been tattooed since I was 13 years old. I did that to myself. I did that to myself when I was 13 years old. Yeah, man. I heard Mick sing Paint It Black in 1970, and that was it. I was a young lad, and him, and then Elton John, and I was just bit by the rock and roll bug really early. And so I got into the tattoo game after about 15 years in financial services. It just started getting boring. I was going through a divorce, and life was just slowing down, man. And, it wasn't working. And so I always been again tattooed. And the guy who apprenticed me in Chicago, he was actually tattooing me at the time. And I said, hey, bro, I've always been into it. I could draw some semi, Sailor Collins, I could do that art traditional stuff, and teach me. I want to learn it. This was when, the 90s, when, it was still kind of a, not one on every street corner like a Starbucks. It still had some old school respect. And he said, well, you pay me for your apprenticeship and you come here and learn, I'll teach you the old school way. And I did that for a year. I got out of the financial services business. I was managing 166 financial planners in Chicago. And I took a severance, took a golden parachute, and I started a carpet cleaning business, started delivering the Tribune at the early mornings. And basically, sisters and brothers, I went into the tattoo shop for a year and scrubbed tubes, drew stencils, and built needles and cleaned up after Junebug and other people. And that's what I did. But I learned the old school values of tattooing, and I'm very, very lucky for that. Learning that way, and if you ever try to get into the tattoo business, hopefully there'll be some tattoo artists that check this out, because I'm telling you guys, you got to prepare, and we'll show you how to monetize your clients list. They believe in you. They trust you. That's why they come back to you. And this shit works. There's no bullshit. So his name got me into down here when I moved to Phoenix. After a couple-year apprenticeship, I moved on to Phoenix, and right away got into the radio game again here at a big AM KFNX radio. It was talk radio then, as an executive producer. But tattooing, I mean, Mama says stay away from needles, and I don't think they're talking about the Heron needles. I think they're talking about the ink needles, because if you really get one, you're going to get a ton. I speak in rhyme sometimes. Don't worry about it. Chris Robinson, but always in rhyme. And we started the tattoo show, and it really blew up, man. Things were cruising. I had met a young lady, and we were cruising, and got sick, man. And when you get sick, things change, and it definitely changed pretty quick for me. But thank God I knew how to market, but I also had good mentors around me. And I met Troy about 3 years after I got sick and got out of the tattoo business. Folks, I almost died. I laid two days in intensive care here at a hospital in Mesa, and Graves' disease. Young ladies, if you know anything about not having a thyroid, I do too. I don't have one. It doesn't function. They burnt it out with a RAI tablet. I call it the Alice in Wonderland pill, huh? And so basically my life started, but I was lucky to learn how to market, or otherwise, what would I have been able to do? I had no skills. I didn't have a trade. I have a voice, but, what would I have done? And for an artist or a tattoo artist, what happens? As a shop owner, I have to be able to slay my food and be able to eat because shops come and go. I mean, the artists in there come and go. It's constant turnaround. They say call centers in corporate America is a turnaround. So is the tattoo business. And the negativity, the personalities are from left to right. I mean, they're all over the place. And I was lucky, man. I really was lucky. And that's when I first started learning about networking.